Brushing and flossing does not stop cavities. Many times, there are other contributing factors. If you don't act quickly, then yes, no matter how much brushing and flossing and expensive toothpaste you buy, remineralizing you try, nothing will stop the cavities. So today I'm going to go over a few things on how to improve your whole body health that will actually help to stop your cavities. Many times it can be dry mouth, poor digestion, poor circulation to the teeth, lack of minerals that are causing cavities, and even infections in your gut like H. pylori, SIBO, IMO that are causing bad breath. We're going to have some interviews with some individuals that specialize in the gut health in those areas. But today I just want to let you know that that stuff exists and let you know that we can help you. The number one thing that we're going to talk about today, well, we're going to talk about, like I said, 7 things. Number 1, I'm going to talk about alkalizing foods, that you need to eat foods that are alkalizing, things that are too acidic and too processed, granola, oats, meats, carbonated beverages. Those things can actually cause acidity in the body and decay in the teeth. Eating while you're stressed disrupts the body's natural digestive system and the protective processes that actually digest your food and triggers inflammation, reduces salivary flow when you're eating. So just eating in a calm state, eating slowly, chewing your food 20 times, that's a lot. Even chewing just 10 times or 5 times is a challenge for me personally. Before you put the food to the top of your mouth, and then you use your tongue to push it down the throat. Or use your tongue as your toothbrush. Some tongue circles in between will clean the teeth, will decrease the cavities you get, and will help you absorb your food more fully. Those minerals that are in the food. People are like, oh, I have such a great diet. I have such a great diet all the time, all day long. I don't eat any sugar, yet they have cavities because we need to actually use what's in the food. The fatty acids, the healthy ones, and the minerals. And that's another thing too that really helps with decay and stopping decay is omega-3s, eating your salmon, taking vitamin D or getting out in the sun, D3 with K. Absolutely, those things are necessary for health of not only structures like teeth, but your bones. I put some notes here so I don't forget anything else. Another one that people don't think of is before that proper digestion of chewing, like I've said a few times, tongue to the top of your mouth, swallow, clean the teeth, is that you actually need enough digestive acids. There are natural things that you can take, ginger, apple cider vinegar, turmeric, cinnamon, milk thistle, that can already get things going in that direction. Lemon, lime, a little squeeze in salt water is the best way to take that about 5 to 20 minutes before you eat. You will already then be producing more digestive enzymes to break down your food and give you the nutrients that you need for strong teeth. And you want to put it in water and salt water so the acid actually doesn't hurt the teeth, because that can seem counterintuitive. You can drink it through a straw. That also helps. And really you should drink any carbonated beverages through a straw so they pass beyond the teeth. So if you are doing those seltzers and LaCroix, all those different things, drink it through a straw. So that's what I want to say about digestive enzymes naturally. Now you can buy tons of digestive enzymes on the market, Zenwise, you can do that as well. Another way is bitters, and I'm going to have some fun with sharing from my garden this summer, and foraging. We're going to go on some walks here if you're local. And we'll be doing in person in Maryland and Florida retreats that will show you how to find these bitters that will help, that are extremely rich in minerals and all natural. Again, I'm happy to give you all the supplements. People want all the supplements, but they find that like something ridiculous. Like it's actually really ridiculous. 93 or 97%, I'll have to look it up online, when they're tested, do not have what they say in them. So you can buy supplements that are minerals, but you can also use pink Himalayan salt that has 84 trace minerals. You can go get dandelion greens just about anywhere around here. Like I said, that's what I'll show you how to find some of these things out in the world. Some of the really good, I gotta find where, some of the weeds that are indigenous in our area. I can never remember the all the different thistles, but field thistle, bull thistle, I'll show you some of those ones that are really easy to find outside. I'll show you some other herbs and minerals too out in my garden that we can also use, and some weeds. Weeds are extremely rich. Choline, they're extremely rich in every mineral. And then food-wise, some people do not want to go out to the natural environment to find these things, or they don't have the availability, but I'll show you how easy they are to find at parks and things. So you can buy things from the store: radicchio, arugula, parsley, cilantro, avocados, olive oil, cruciferous vegetables, the broccoli and the cauliflower if they don't upset your stomach, artichokes, asparagus, garlic again if it doesn't upset your stomach. Those are all things that are bitter and give you minerals and will help with digestion before your food goes down, so that you're not absorbing carbs and breaking down food improperly and having them acid affect the teeth, and not having enough saliva to actually move the food the way it should be and digest the food the way it should be, so that you can get the minerals from it. That's why, like I said, saliva. Don't eat when you're stressed. We're going to eat calmly. We're going to have some cool classes on some intuitive eating and really mindful eating as well. I went over the weeds. So now I'm going to go over one of my favorites, and I'm going to show you some exercises. But one of the reasons that people get a lot of cavities has nothing to do with the toothpaste, nothing to do with the mouthwash, nothing to do with their remineralizing therapy, not as much to do with their diet. It has to do that they are mouth breathing. So they are breathing in toxins directly into the mouth without any filtration. They are drying out the mouth, so none of that healthy saliva that's absorbed the minerals that are flushing all throughout your body. No circulation to the teeth, and constant inflammation because of drying out the gums and the tongue and the throat. I can see it in exam immediately when I do patients' exams, the inflammation from mouth breathing. Also, when you're not getting enough oxygen to the body, then all night long when you're supposed to be resting and repairing your teeth, your bones, your gut, your brain, all of the different areas, when you are mouth breathing, you are not getting proper oxygenation many times. Many times people are snoring, they have sleep apnea, they have upper airway resistance syndrome. And again, they're not filtering. Your nose is a natural filter. It also naturally activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, the rest and heal. When people are breathing through their mouth, it's a very stressful state. They get into sympathetic systems, and that's not the time that our body is able to rebuild. It has a place. It has a place. People kind of always are talking about, like, parasympathetic, everyone's in this sympathetic state. It's not a bad thing, but it's meant to be something that we're not in all the time. So we have some other courses on that stuff, but so this mouth breathing is something that I want to train you here in just a few minutes today that you can do, that's totally free, that will help you decrease the cavities in your mouth. You want to take some deep breaths in and out your nose. If you need to clear your nose, a lot of people have so much congestion. I tell people you simply pinch your nose together. It's a technique I learned from Butekyo Breathing. I'll do a whole video on Butekyo Breathing because it's quite really interesting, that philosophy in breathing. But just to simply clear your nose here before you do these exercises for your tongue and for nose breathing, you're going to pinch your nose. You draw a few easy head circles. You do it left and right. And I like to actually, you won't be able to see me, but if I step back, I like to drop my head fully down towards my toes when I do it, fully down the other way. Again, that's actually going to release your spine from top to bottom. Hold your nose. For me, it takes about 3 to 4 in each direction before I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to breathe. You want to do it with the entire tongue. Do some click and hold. Close your lips, pinch your nose. Go in each direction 4 times. Stand up, breathe in and out your nose. I just did my mouth. Terrible example. It's hard to talk and do it, but breathe in and out your nose. You want to do 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Cover your right side. And just your left side if you're feeling stressed, because that activates more of the parasympathetic nervous system. Then those clicks and holds that I showed you, stretch that area, hold it for 2 minutes. While you're breathing in and out your nose. You can even add little pulls. And then you can continue breathing in and out your nose and do an exercise called skinny tongue, where you touch your finger or touch your tongue to a finger, to your finger, to a pen, something that you're aiming, that you're really getting the tongue in and out, stretching the back of the throat and the floor. And again, doing it while you're breathing in and out your nose. These exercises are not only going to help prevent cavities, decrease your mouth breathing, but you're going to feel a big release in your jaw, in your neck tension. And that again is one of the top things that people complain about. Everyone wants to heal their teeth, stop cavities, and then get rid of jaw pain. See you on the next video when we discuss just jaw pain.